Yes.
Hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman. We have some news to talk about, and I'm on a bit of a time crunch, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. Last night, we finally got our trailer for the next Project R.E.D show, coming after Gavon Infinity, Kakusei Hunter Omegahorn. And this show looks like, and from what we see, it's touching back to Tokusatsu's roots, not just hero and spandex, but specifically, well, kaiju and giant monsters. It's just that everything surrounding it just looks so Pokemon. Speaking of which, the suit. This suit is called Captain Omegahorn, and what can I say? Just what can I say? There are parts of it I do like, but I still find it just so simple and silly. Like, it looks like someone's doing their best impression of KamenRider R.E.D, but I still like what I see here. Like, I like how the legs are, I like that jacket, but oh my god. Wearing the freaking backwards hat, man. Shoot, I'm gonna keep making Pokemon references during this video because, dude, he's also wearing a Pokedex on, like, his... Is that like one of those suspender straps, I guess, that police wear? Because I swear, he's wearing a Pokedex right on it. Like, it's like everything with this suit looks so interesting and unique, but once you get to the face, it's pretty mechanical. But weirdly enough, like, if this was like a power-up for a Sentai... Oh my lord. Well, I'll say this, it already has my attention. And its only form of defense is a megaphone. But, as Hurricaneger has taught us, megaphones can also be effective as well. Anywho, there actually is a reason for why the suit is so simple in the first place, and I'm going to be reading that off of Instagram right now. This is just from a Instagram account, Rider_Kuga_01. This is not this isn't rumors or anything. All this information is paraphrased and off of Toei's website. So, once again, paraphrasing. For those wondering why the protagonist's outfit this time is so flimsy and low budget, unlike Gavon Infinity, the official explanation states that Captain Omegahorn's suit protector was custom made by Shout for his quests for ancient artifacts. This led him to encounter the Omegahorn, a weapon once belonging to a captain of an ancient civilization, and ultimately he met Inaku. In short, the suit was made for him from the start, and only got the name Omegahorn later. So, the weapon didn't give him the suit and the powers. This was man-made by our protagonist. I'll give him credit. This is exactly what you would expect if someone just right off the bat had the tools and abilities to create their own Sentai or Kamen Rider. You would get something like this. And I can't knock it. While silly as this suit does look, and it does look pretty out there, like, I'm going to give credit that it does have some style to it. Admittedly, he does look like a specialized mook, but clearly, well, with the megaphone, he's got some edge. So, with that said, let's now get into the character bios. So, Captain Omegahorn is Shout of Flame, played by Sho Narahara. a humble treasure hunter who makes a living by deciphering ancient maps and selling ruins as relics. The story follows Shout, a freewheeling treasure hunter who lives day to day. Utilizing his experience in ancient scripts, he deciphers old scrolls to explore ruins and sell the relics he finds just to get by. One day, at an ancient altar, Shout discovers a megaphone and in Egorgia, whatever that is, that looked entirely different from modern hunter's gear. When he activates the device, the Kakusei Omegahorn, he releases a giant horned beast named Inaku. Recognizing Shout as a worthy king, Inaku commands him to fight alongside him under the name Captain Omegahorn. From that moment on, Shout finds himself clashing with various eccentric and rival hunters wherever he goes. So, from what we see here, as far as we know, we don't know if there are any bad guys or not. It's just it's just hunters facing hunters. That's something pretty different. And this guy is basically a Bokenger. He's an adventurer. Obviously, he's doing what he does for money, but still, he's out on adventures and whatnot, and even being Indiana Jones about it, like the Bokengers. I feel like I have more on my mind to say, but oh wait, now I remembered. One thing that does have my attention is that this does touch on history a bit, like with ancient ruins and whatnot, and considering different mythologies and lores about different types of monsters. That's something interesting. Okay. And so, next character, Inaku, Shout's partner, is played by Masudo Kunigami. He is Shout's beast partner who takes on the appearance of a young man during daily life. Pikachu, I can't help it. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep making Pokemon references here, and I'm not a big fan of Pokemon, so it's just... Okay, maybe not Pokemon, but Digimon. Okay, I'm sorry, I want to say Digimon, but it's... Right now, it's just so Pokemon, and we don't know if it'll get Digimon at any point. We'll see. So next, Zetsuen Kaku. Zetsuen Kaku is played by Ito Kononishi. He is the human-like form of Ibaru's partner beast. Let's go on now to Ibaru since this mentions him. So, Ibaru of Zetsubo translating to despair, is played by Shogo Tazuru, the charismatic leader of a massive hunter alliance, the Ibaru Alliance. He fights using a unique megaphone and the powers of a beast named Zetsuen Kaku. So, oh wait, I have a comment, but I'll save it for the next character, which is the last one here. Guriko of Hazon translating to Wave Slash, is played by Nanaha Itose, a clever hunter from the same generation as Shout. She is clever and calculative, sometimes acting as an ally and other times as a rival. So they're basically Ash and Gary. Look, I'm not a big fan of Pokemon, but I have seen some of Pokemon to recognize Gary. And so, from what we see here with all these characters, and we don't have a lot of information right now, we just had the trailer once again, and the fact that we got the character bios out right now so sudden, keep in mind, this show is going to come out like next month, latter half of July. So it makes me wonder, are we going to get like a rushed like press conference or anything? Like, we're getting all this information out right now, and it just makes me wonder. Shoot, while we're at it too, Gavon Infinity came out like back in February, I believe. And we're now reaching the end game of it next month. I'm really curious now to know, like, with Project Red, do they plan to make their shows a bit shorter? Because as I said in my last video talking about Gavon Infinity, is Infinity going to be shorter for a trial run? Because it's still because it's still 2026. So, and even for Ultraman, when they make new shows, after they're done with one project, they'll at least wait a year and a couple of months for the next project. So it's like there's downtime in between. But here it's just, okay, here's one project, now let's move on to the next one. Like, I'm pretty curious about that. And so, but that's all we know so far about Kakusei Hunter Omegahorn. What do I think of it? I don't know. Like, it's interesting how this is being so different, especially from Gavon Infinity. Like, it's not just about protagonists or superheroes in spandex. This show is, once again, it looks like it's going to touch back on Tokusatsu's roots with kaijus and whatnot. And so all we can do now is wait and see. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. Please not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. I'm about to work my ass off to edit this video, then upload it in a timely manner. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.